Uh, it's been a little while since I've made a couple videos out recently, but those are just kind of thoughts. Um, I wanted to say that I've been gone for a little while or inactive because I've just had kind of some odd changes with school, and so um, for anyone who doesn't know, my since I started this channel, my major had been nutritional cardiology. So going to school for the use of nutrition applied to cardiology and getting things because nutrition is so far in our medical clinical data the only way to yield um, reversal of heart disease, which is a step above, whoops, which is a step above prevention. And so, for to increase the awareness and let people know who might have chest pain, high blood pressure, things like that, that people 50, 60, 70 years old can reverse their heart disease, can widen their arteries, even after just go from late stages, very, very narrow arteries. The angiogram that I've showed, that's 32 months later, so a little under 3 years for that angiogram. That person had narrow arteries. They widened it. So I was going to school for this, looking to write a paper about because according to biology, especially from the National Association of Biology Teachers, our foundation, our framework only makes sense. Our understanding of biology only makes sense in light of evolution. And you can look up the National Association of Biology Teachers position statement. They also say in that position statement that certain things are not required for critical analysis or examination for strengths and weaknesses, or that evolution is not. So that is fairly anti-scientific as well. Um, because there's no data for abiogenesis, which I have confirmed several times. So the list of people that I've gone to, like for as far as institutions, are the National Science Foundation, National Association of Biology Teachers, National Center for Science Education, American Museum of Natural History. I even recently found a place called the Center for Chemical Evolution, and they're actually associated with or have a partnership with NASA astrobiology. But the Center for Chemical Evolution, if you go to their contact page, at least all the times I've tried, it says, sorry, we have, you click on the contact page and it's like, sorry, this page has not been found. And so there's no contact information, like they don't even have a phone number. So, so can't contact them, but all those places said we've never observed non-life become alive. Keep in mind the observation that we make is every time, literally every observation we've ever made has been life spawns exclusively from life. So the claim that non-life can become alive is statistically miraculous because it would be the one time observed ever in any of our data or experiences, natural observation or simulated lab recreation. So there is no abiogenesis that falsifies naturalistic evolution so far, or at least right now currently, because that hypothesis cannot be falsified, that life requires life to spawn. And so though those institutions have confirmed we've never observed it. I've also gone to professors from my college at Normandale that I've had that I haven't had. Um, I've gone to professors at Otega and at Harvard, uh, talking with Jack Zostak, um, who confirmed as well we've never observed it. And then the university that I'm transferring to is the University of Minnesota. And I reached out to the panel that they had, and there was no data there for abiogenesis. And then recently, my thought was to transfer to the university uh, because I can, and it would be, I think, better. I'd have better, I could probably get more out of and hopefully have a better chance of finding this information. because if you're writing a chronological work and it's science, you need to have absolute data that you're reporting on from the beginning all the way to the conclusion, which would be showing from the first life form that formed that universal common ancestor, showing how it speciated, it changed, it mutated, it had population diversity, and it led from that first life form that spawned from non-living all the way to all the life that is. And then the paper would show all the steps of how we developed our flat teeth for the ability to chew plant matter, instead of having like sharp shears to rip off chunks of flesh, a weaker esophagus to swallow smaller chewed kind of liquidy food rather than swallowing chunks of meat. A lot of people who choke today choke on animal products. Um, so it would show the development of our anatomy and how we are set up for plants. And um, and so my thought was to go to the U, but before I go to the U and transfer there, what I wanted to do was I wanted to reach out and ask them again, for not the professors who gave the abiogenesis panel discussion like a couple of years ago now, I think. But what I actually did was I reached out to the College of Biological Sciences. I reached out to the entire staff on their faculty list. I emailed everybody twice actually at the beginning of the month, and then I said I'd email back anyone who didn't reply in a couple weeks, just to make sure they didn't miss it in their inbox or something, because things can happen. So I emailed everybody, and then I didn't get. And in this email, I had said if I don't find this data, I can't write this paper because I'm missing my start, and I'm not going to put belief with medical life-saving data. So that doesn't seem fair, doesn't seem scientific, anything like that. So I told them that if I'm going to be changing my major, and I know I had said like last fall that I was going to change my major to astrophysics, but then I realized that what that the class that I was taking with astrophysics, it was like me asking questions, and how do I find out about geometry, like how do I find out the curvature rate of the Earth and everything, and I wasn't able to get that help, so I was like, I'm not going to go for this right now. Rethought about nutrition, and then that's when I went back and was going to try it again, and then recently this fall had the idea to email all the professors, and or this spring, and so I did, and this confirms that I will not be in school for nutritional cardiology anymore. So I probably am not going to be able to share the information about heart disease. Um, so now I'll be switching to physics, to like physical physics, and real world physics for my major. And what I'll be going to school for, and all that. And actually in this email that I had sent, this was a different email from the staff that I sent to the staff. This is for and I'll throw this out too, is part of why I put and have this out there is because I'm trying to, this part of this channel is to try to find data for my schoolwork, so that I've tried going to professors, and if I cannot be as burdensome or bothersome to them, I would like to, if there's someone out there who's got a degree in biology, I don't care if you're theist or atheist. I mean, I do, but it's not relevant to this. But like if you have the data and you can supply it for me, I can go forward with my work, because there's been some neglect to the inaccuracies of the academic teachings compared to what our data says. So, um, our if anyone has any of that data, that's fine. But what I had said in my email to the dean at the U, and to their director of operations, I think, is who I also emailed. I had said that I'm asking for them to work with me to try to get something signed that I'm changing my major due to there not being data, and that I can't write a paper if there's no data there. So so it's not on me, it's on their end, and then I'm hoping that if they are willing to work with me, I can hopefully do something about the classes that I've taken over the last few years towards a nutrition degree. Hopefully, I can get something worked out where I can get something going towards my physics degree. But I'm it's like evolution, I think, is officially right now, you have every right to call it a religion more than ever. It has no belonging in science. It shouldn't be there. It's morally destructive and tears apart society to teach tribalism, supremacy, those types of things. Um, Keeping in mind that the full title of Charles Darwin's book is On the Origin of Species by Means of Natural Selection or the Preservation of Favored Races in the Struggle for Life. That promotes segregation, that promotes banding together with people like you, weak genes, strong genes. The thing about humans is we're different from animals. Animals, the weaker ones, tend to be um, struggle in life. They do, the weaker animals, but we humans, we can have quality of living with our ingenuity and our technology, our medical devices. We can help all people have really high standards of living if we choose to. So um, we that it if this I told what I told the U was I'll transfer to the U if they are willing to remove evolution from science and put it in either religious studies class or philosophy class. Otherwise, I will be changing my major to physics, to something not nutrition. It'll be to physics. Um, because it's ludicrous to think that you could write a scientific paper about the reversal of the number one cause of death, but then you have to put your faith of origin and how things got here in that same paper. Like those just don't seem equivocal to me. So that said, I feel very freed up in a lot of ways from nutrition. I don't know if it was I was just spending a lot of time thinking about like nutrition, like micronutrients, ratios of macronutrients, affordability, meal plans, taste and flavor, diverse options for meals, and making sure I wanted to try to have and I have a meal plan that is very affordable, covers all your micronutrients and everything. And for people like trying to, part of it was I was going to do nutrition and exercise, and I was trying to make all of this stuff in line with school. So now I feel, because it's not my degree, I can, kind of more eat how I want. And if someone wants to talk nutrition with me, I'll share all the information I have with you. Um, Definitely, or exercise or anything. But now I feel I'm a lot more able to just kind of do that for me a little bit, if that makes sense. So it's really nice, kind of liberating. So it's it'll be that part will be nice. But now my hope is, and part of why I wanted to make this video is hopefully to be more personal with y'all. I'm really sorry for being gone for the time that I have, and I'm looking forward to making a lot more content, having getting on my schedule in line, and making sure I can really dedicate to this, to information seeking and communicating with people, and uh, trying to facilitate progress, and even the smallest degree I can take in the right direction is better than going in the wrong direction. So yeah, I'm looking to um, oh um, I'm really looking forward to being a lot more active on here, and doing getting a lot more content, a lot more uh, thorough work, investigative things, and getting into like some nitty gritty. And I want to I'm gonna really make sure I put things together well. The video editing and everything is gonna be it's a challenge for me, but I'm gonna learn the best I can, try to get software that I can, and to try to make things as quality as possible. I'm holding my phone right now with my arm, so if it's shaking. I probably should get I don't know, a tripod, or set this up or something. But really, this is just a personal like hey everybody, and yeah, I think that about covers that I did just want to say, like, expect kind of some more frequent things. Um, I have some ideas. Like yesterday night, I hopped on Jaren's channel because I just was talking with my dad, and all this stuff has just happened within the last day, as far as me like sending these emails to the U and everything, and so that it's just it's really like I feel it. So then he was on there, but I had just mentioned like I'm be talking about things like parallax and the stars, and all the stars that are supposed to be different distances should rotate at um, different rates. Parallax is unavoidable. Closer things move faster, distant things move slower. We should see that with our stars. So, and we don't, if they are different distances, that they all move in a similar uniform rate indicates that they are very similar in their distance from us. So there'll be like speculations that I have, but then I'll cover like other people's work and everything. I think one thing I really want to try to do is I'm gonna just promote a bunch of channels and stuff in the description that maybe I agree with some of what they say, some more, some less. Just depends on what they're talking about. But just to share channels that people might not be aware of, and just to try to help kind of get around shadow banning algorithms and all that. I've gotten into some discussions with people in the comments that are Globe or anything like that. But like even it's so strange. I have to go to YouTube Studios app separate, and then go to my comments, and then see like all the comments I haven't responded to, and some of them don't show up. Comment. I don't delete any comments, even like bad things. I'm not going to. People are free to say what they say. It's on them, just like what I say is on me. And but like to not get my own comments, it sucks because I wanna reply to people, and I want to, if someone's criticizing or being critical of what I'm saying, I want to know so I can, update or discard my what what I'm saying, because I don't want to be wrong. I don't know anyone who, I mean, I don't know. Maybe there's anyway. So there's some stuff like that going on that I'm going to try to make sure I'm on top of, and I'm not trying to block anyone or delete comments or dodge or anything like that. Like, I really am. I take this very seriously. It's incredible that the Bible is verified by all the sciences, all of our observations, the logic, philosophies, and everything are still there and hold true, and that we have a free gift, that we have an example of how to live. We could live as Jesus taught, and we would have a society without sin. So like war would be gone, starvation, destructive values, and everything that would all could all change. We wouldn't have to, be a threat to one another, as a lot of people maybe think others are, or some, at least some people. We could cut down on all the fear and everything, and that would be nice, I think. And one day, if the teachings, we got the ability to spread the information, the truth, the gospel right now with this technology. Um, and we all have it. We all can communicate faster than bullets. We all have light speed technology, so we can outspeed the weapons that are used against us without our consent at our tax dollar support, just like evolution. That's another thing I think I mentioned in the. No, I didn't mention that in the email. I should have. Tax dollar support for a belief system. Tax dollar support for destruction of us destroying each other. That stuff can all stop, and it will. But anyway, I'm getting a little bleak here. Good thing Jesus Christ conquers all that, and the Creator of all, his Father, our Father, is on top of all this. So um, I think that's about everything that I wanted to mention. Uh, Yeah, I think I'll wrap it up there. That should cover it. So I'll probably not be doing as much stuff on evolution going forward, and it'll be more cosmology based, or maybe like morality stuff, military, maybe family stuff. I'll do some Bible readings and studies and stuff here. I'd like to as well. I really would. Um, so I think that'll do it for here. I'll wrap this up. It's getting a little long. So thank you everybody so much for your time, and I hope you all are doing well, no matter where you're at day or night. Peace be with you all. Jesus Christ is King of Kings, and your Creator loves you so much. You're so unique, special, one over infinite. Any other way He made you, you wouldn't be you, but here you are. Here we all are. So our Creator loves us. All right, y'all. Take it easy.